Supercars did not begin as the polished status symbols people know today. In the beginning, they were closer to wild experiments for rich obsessives who wanted the fastest and most dramatic road cars on Earth. Even the earliest performance icons already had one thing in common with modern supercars. They were built to make normal cars look instantly outdated. The 1950s changed everything because high-performance road cars stopped looking like modified luxury cars and started feeling like machines with racing blood in them. That is where the fantasy really started. These were the kinds of cars that made people stop, stare, and talk, even if they never saw one up close again. Then the 1960s and early 1970s turned supercars into something far more exotic. The engine moved behind the driver, the body got lower, and suddenly these cars looked less like automobiles and more like rolling sculptures. This was the moment the supercar stopped being just fast and became a dream object. Then came the wedge era, and that was a total visual shock. Supercars no longer looked elegant in the old sense. They looked dangerous, futuristic, and almost unreal. Kids put them on bedroom walls not because they understood them, but because they looked like they came from another planet. The 1980s made the supercar more extreme and more intimidating. This was the age of huge presence, turbo drama, giant wings, and machines that felt half road car, half warning sign. They were loud, difficult, and sometimes borderline absurd, which is exactly why people still love them. The 1990s changed the mood again. Supercars became cleaner, smarter, and more serious. They still looked dramatic, but now they carried the feeling that the engineers were chasing perfection, not just spectacle. This was when the supercar became a global benchmark, not just an Italian fantasy. The 2000s blew the ceiling off. Suddenly, the world was no longer asking how exotic a supercar could look, but how far the entire idea could be pushed. Hypercars arrived and made even old supercars seem almost simple. Then hybrids entered the picture, and that changed the identity of the supercar once again. What used to be seen as pure mechanical theater became a mix of intelligence, software, aerodynamics, and brutal performance. The newest generation is no longer just about beauty or speed alone. Now the supercar is a statement about engineering ambition itself. And that is why supercar evolution is so addictive to watch. It is not just the story of faster cars. It is the story of how every generation tried to look more impossible than the one before it.